YouTube and welcome back to my channel. This is another video on my scrapbooking. As you can see, I have a bit of a problem. Baby boy is 14 months old and I'm already on scrapbook number 4. So yeah. So I just thought I would show some of the scrapbook and some of the process since I am working on the scrapbooks at the moment. The printer is going behind me and is printing off numerous pictures of baby boy. So these are all the books that I've purchased. I think they've all come from Paper Chase and they've all costed the sort of £10 to £12 range, which adds up over time. So this one I actually already did like a proper flip through of, and this one does start with like my pregnancy as well, and some of like the really like early stages of the pregnancy, so that makes me feel a bit better about the fact that I'm already on book number 4. But yeah, I do already have like a proper kind of flip through of that. I bought some paper from Hey Little Magpie. I think it's like Echo Park is the brand that I've used mostly, and it's all really cute, like baby themed. And then also you have these kind of like, I don't know what they're called, cards, scrapbooking cards and stuff. I've used like some pages where it focuses on like big main photographs of baby boy, and then just some of like the sort of deco cards on top, and other pages where I have put some like journaling in. It's really time consuming, so I don't always then have time to go back in and like do that journaling. So some of the subsequent scrapbooks are a little bit sparse and do have like empty spaces where I need to go back and fill in, but it's just one of those never-ending projects that I've committed myself to for some inexplicable reason. So this one here was the second one. I mean, you can see the size of the scrapbook when you buy a new one compared to how thick it is when you fill it with pictures and cards and stuff. So this is some like weaning stuff just to save, which I can kind of put in that pocket. So this is from November 2020. So that first scrapbook went from like probably November 2019 to November 2020, or roughly around that. And then yeah, I've just continued it. So I had some like autumnal papers, so I used up most of like the baby papers with his first few months, but it does reappear like here. This is some of that baby paper, but I did kind of go forwards with a more kind of seasonal look, just because I do like the seasonal stuff. Oh, he was so cute. Oh. Yeah, I wanted to include things that weren't just photographs. Just realised our address is on there. I'm going to have to blur that out now. I wanted to include things that weren't just photographs. So this is his this is just his invitation for his vaccinations. So it's not actually super exciting. But yeah, I just wanted to include it in there because it's cute because it had a teddy bear on it. Some of the like ephemera I thought was really cute, and I started to get these like ephemera packs that kind of matched the paper packs that I was getting. So this is like December time, so there's some like fun Christmassy ones. It was quite hard to get pictures of him because he couldn't really sit up, so some of the Christmas pictures are a little bit funny. And then I also used like Christmas wrapping paper and stuff. So yeah, it's just nice to be able to go back through all of this. That was his first kind of snow experience, lying in the snow. Has this middle like pocket in this one, but I don't really know what I would use that for because of how I've kind of done it. I think if you're going to use these pockets, maybe you'd want a few more kind of spread throughout rather than just like ones at the front of the end. So I included like his monthly pictures in here, and this was when he had just learnt to sit up, so there's lots of pictures of him sitting up, and it was really cute. Oh, Valentine's Day, I got some Valentine's Day paper weaning. So this is like lots of pictures from the early stages of weaning him, and some of the food that I made, and him just trying to eat the spoon and just ignoring the food. Oh, my first Mother's Day. And this is kind of spring paper as well. The weather was a bit rubbish and we were still in lockdown in the UK, so we couldn't really do very much. So that's just like the only picture I've got. So here there are some like blank bits where I need to go back and do my journaling. So I've left these post-it notes in to remind me what the date was, so I can just jot that down as well, because I think I will forget in the coming months and years. Yeah, so here I've actually stuck in some white paper ready for journaling. I have no idea what I would write on this page. This is kind of the problem now. Too much time has passed and I just don't know what I would put in there. So this is the most recent one that I filled. I try and go for like not just the plain brown scrapbooks. I did spend ages looking to try and find one when I was pregnant, so I had it like ready to go, and obviously I did scrapbook my pregnancy as well. So that's my first COVID vaccine, which is not really baby related, but I just thought it was like an important thing to document. Yeah, I just couldn't really find anything that really worked for me. Like, I did like the idea of one that was like more baby themed rather than just like plain white paper or plain paper, but they all seem very prescriptive. So there's a lot of space to write in things like about your family tree, and like there was lots of questions like what life was like before I was born and what mummy and daddy were doing, I don't know, when I was born or whatever. Well, this is him watching some of the tennis, so like Wimbledon and stuff. We watched that together. And this was like in the summer, so I have some summary paper, although in the end I kind of didn't really like the summer paper that I'd picked. But I do like these kind of, again, they're kind of child, baby themed ones. Yeah, I didn't want one that was like prescriptive, so I just went for a plain one and that I could decorate myself, which is a bit more work and has probably prompted me to take more pictures, print more pictures. I mean, especially when we were in like lockdown and it's like we weren't even doing anything. Why was I taking so many bloody pictures? But anyway, yeah, I need to go back and journal all of this. Oh, this is his birthday. So we made it halfway through book 3. We got to his birthday. More wrapping paper, because I thought that was quite nice, and my niece wrote his name for him, which is cute. And then I just did like these collages where I did like lots of the funny pictures, so they're not necessarily ones that have been in the book so far because they're just a bit silly, some of them, but it was just like how the year had gone. And that is actually how I am printing out his pictures. So the pictures that I'm printing at the moment are all coming off the printer like this. I did used to use Picasso, which is an old photo editing kind of software where you could do collages really easily, but then when I kind of upgraded my laptop, or boyfriend upgraded my laptop for me, Picasso doesn't exist anymore, so I lost that and couldn't get it back, which was quite frustrating. So I went through a period of trying to find a new software to replace it, and I have got a demo version of one now where I can do collages. It's not as easy for me to use as Picasso, but what I'm doing is just creating these like collages. It's sometimes quite hard to try and envisage how big the pictures are going to come out, because obviously this is an A4 sheet of paper, but my book is, I think, 12 by 12 inches, I think, something like that. So sometimes the pictures will come out huge when I don't really mean for them to be that big, and other times you end up with like teeny tiny little ones where you can't really actually see what's going on. And that's kind of the problem with these collages, is that you don't have that much control, but it is just an easy way to print out all the images, and then I slice them all up with my little guillotine thing, and then I stick them in. So collecting the images, putting them into the collages, printing them out, cutting them up and sticking them in is really time consuming. And it's one of the reasons why this just takes so long. Whereas if I was just taking a few pictures, printing them out kind of just as they are, it will be so much quicker. So this is where I've got to in this book, and now I have to stick all these ones in. So that is just kind of an overview of the scrapbooking that I've been doing for baby boy. I don't know if I'm going to be able to continue to maintain this because it is a lot of work, and this is what I end up doing with my free time when I should be doing probably other things, or I do other things and not this, and then I get like several months behind, and then it just makes it even harder. There are a lot more things that we can do now because lockdown has eased, but I am back at work, so there are several days during the week where I don't really see him during the day, so I obviously take a lot less pictures of him. So we'll see how this goes, but yes, so far I've filled out several scrapbooks for him already, and it's a bit of a problem, but it's a fun problem because I do enjoy it quite a lot. I just wish I had the time to devote to it. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comments. Give me a like if you've liked the video, if you want to see more, and please do subscribe.